Alright, welcome to myfamily2.net. This is an example video of starting a family tree. So here we're going to just go from our example that we did in the sign up video where we signed up George Farwell, and his username was George, so we're going to type in George and his password and then hit enter or login, and then he's logged in here and he has no families registered, so we just click on add new family here, and he's going to enter in the Farwell family, add family, and okay, successfully created Farwell, and it will be referred to as Farwell-1 in the family index page, which is here, and that is that if there's multiple Farwells, then they'll be labeled Farwell-1, Farwell-2, and so forth. So you got to remember, of course, which one you are in that. Okay, and then we click on home page here, and it'll update the menu here. So he adds them in as a Farwell-1 for his menu, and he has the view family tree, edit family tree, message board, and edit user access. As he is the family site administrator, since he created the family, he will control the access to this for different members. So he simply clicks here on edit family tree. Okay, and that gives that this is the new family tree. They give the first record is given, and this will be your first record of your oldest ancestor. So simply click on that to bring up the edit screen for that, and then type in the name. And in this case here it was John Farwell, who was born back in 1790. So we enter in John Farwell. He was born in August 14th. If you know that information. If you don't, then you can just leave that blank. And 1790, so we come all the way down here to 1790, and he passed away in December 2nd of 1860. So we can enter that information here. Okay, and if you know the place of birth, you can put that in here, and the place of death, you can put that in there. Add a spouse, just click on add spouse, and he married a Margaret Wayne, and she was born on October 5th of 1792, and they got married in May 1st of 1810. Okay, and she passed away in June 18th of 1865. So we come down here, 1865. Again, now the place of birth for Margaret, where John and Margaret got married, if you know that, and the place of death for her. They had a total of 5 children. So we can click here on add child, and we can enter in the first child. Since there are 5 here, we're going to just click on this and add all the blanks in here right now. And then I can also copy this, go Control C on that Farwell, since all the kids' last name will be Farwell, and put in Carl was their oldest. Then they had a Jane, then Elizabeth, Jake, and here we just add the names of the children in there. Their records will be separate, and then you'll be adding in their birth dates and so forth. And then John. Okay, the additional information can be added here for John and Margaret, you know, the census information or whatever information you may want to have in here for them, and we can all add that in later. So right now we're going to just add names in here and create the records, and we can always come back in here and fill in the blanks later. So once we're done, we just do a save and exit. And we can see that now the records are filled with the names. So we got John and Margaret and their 5 children listed here. So we just continue on. We just continue on and fill in the information for each of their children. So for Carl, we just click on this guy, and it brings up the edit screen for Carl for his record. He got married to Rosanna Miller, and we just type in Rosanna Miller. And again, we're just going to just leave all this blank for now. We can always come back in and add that in later. And they had 3 children, so we can click on that 3 times. And the first one was Benjamin. Farwell. Then they had a Francis Farwell and a William Farwell. So then we're done with that record for now. We'll come back and fill the information in later, save and exit. Okay, so the children for Carl and Rosanna have now been added, and you would just continue to do this for all your records and continue on this way. And as you can see that this is going to get very large after a while. One family I did had 711 records in there, and that was still increasing as time goes on. So it gets very, very large as far as the family tree goes. So you can come in here and want to shrink it. You can just click in between the parent and the first child here, and if you were to click on that point right there, it would hide everything after that point, and we'll just click on that to show it. Okay, so now the children are hidden, but you see the plus sign here, meaning that there are children that aren't being shown right there. So if you were to click on the plus sign, it would show back up again. Okay, so then they're shown again here, and the plus sign is gone. So that's basically how you do the starting the family tree, and just continue on from that point. Up here you always will see the family site administrator, and if you're just a member, you won't have all these options in if you belong to this family, you won't have all these options. You should have view family tree if George Farwell gives you access to it, the message board as well. But the edit user access with George Farwell, that's where he controls what you have access to within the family. So that's it. Hope you have fun and just build your family tree, and then come back and enter all your information in, and you'll have it all stored away. Thank you.